So let's talk about episode 2. I'm going to break down the trailer here for episode 2. Obviously, this will contain spoilers for episode 1, so I really apologize for that. For the most part, this should be the only episode 2 video that I do for the rest of the week, because I don't think they're going to release anything else for episode 2, honestly, at all this week. And so the rest of the focus for the remainder of the week will be on episode 1. Any kind of new details they do talk about, I'll talk about that, give some insight on it. I'll also do some videos on different things that you can expect and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of non-spoiler stuff, but it's going to be like a mixture of all of it. So don't worry, like, because I've already watched it, like, it's not that I'm going to avoid spoilers, but like, it depends on the video kind of thing throughout the week, right? So there's going to be a lot of videos. There's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about, but yeah, anyway, let's get into episode 2 here. So obviously, before going any further, this will contain spoilers for episode 1. This trailer was very short, didn't really get into a lot, but it did give away a lot of, I think, of what we can expect here. But I am actually wondering about one aspect to it, and that is the Reapers. The Reapers don't seem to be that heavily featured or anything in episode 2, which is making me really wonder as to what's going to happen, but like with that group, because we know that they will encounter them at some point, and I kind of picture it happening at the end of episode 2, but maybe they're just not spoiling it yet. Maybe that was just stuff for the trailer, but in this teaser here, this trailer for episode 2, we didn't get it. So I think the Reaper stuff is coming. It's just, as of now, it's just going to be something that we have to speculate on. Unless they give another teaser, there's another more in-depth or more revealing, I guess I should say, trailer for episode 2. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. The huge focus here, obviously, is actually, before we go any further, I guess I should say, if you're new to the channel, make sure to be a subscriber. I don't know, I usually always say that. I just totally forgot. But anyways, Alden asks, "Where's Maggie?" And Negan, and I just really want to point this out because people were saying that, well, Negan, he probably just, like, he went back for a second to grab something that would help Maggie, right? So it looks like he left her, but maybe he's just going to go back and grab something to save her. No, not at all. Alden asks, "Where's Maggie?" And Negan is just like, "Oh, I don't know. She was right behind me." And he is totally lying. Like, he just totally went in there and was just like, "Oh, I don't know. She was right behind me. I don't know what happened to her." And he knows what happened to her. I mean, I can't believe that he has the balls to do that. This shows that he's not perfect. And it is hilarious. I love it because I'm a huge fan of Negan. I love all of it so much. It is such a fun, or I have such a fun time watching this character. Like, he's such a fun person to have on the show. And what he did there, I mean, this is drama. Oh my God. Because he walks in there and he's just like, "Oh, she was right behind me." And like, first of all, it does seem like Maggie does survive. I do think she does the whole Glenn dumpster thing. It seems like she crawls right underneath the train car. And they are going to have a confrontation because we do have some photos of her inside the train car. So obviously she's going to survive that. I know some people are worried about it, but she's going to survive. She's going to end up inside that train car, and I think she's going to confront Negan. And this is kind of where I really am curious as to what's going to happen. Is Maggie just going to force Negan out? We know Maggie and Negan are stuck together later on, and so I don't know how that happens. Somehow Negan is going to stay with the group, but like, is Maggie just going to let it slide? What happened? That makes no sense at all. And so some of the Maggie and Negan stuff is really interesting. I really wonder where that's going to go, because Maggie, I mean, after that happened, Maggie's gonna want to kill him, right? It's as simple as that. Force him out there, like, feed him to the walkers. Everyone else is going to want to do that. So how do they get from this point to the point in episode 3, I believe, where Negan and Maggie are working together, or at least they're forced to stay together, right? Like, how does that happen? That's what I'm really curious about, because I don't know if they're just going to kill him, but I do feel like the vibe, or the plan, I guess I should be saying, the plan could be to let Negan, I guess, stay alive for now, but when they get back to Alexandria, they are definitely throwing him in that cell. And so I don't know what Negan's planning to do now, but yeah, Maggie returning. And Angela King did say that in episode 1's, I guess afterwards, she did like this in-depth breakdown of the episode. And she did mention that Maggie does not trust Negan, and Negan doesn't trust Maggie. And obviously there's a reason there, but they don't trust each other. They don't like each other. And I like that she said that, because it always feels like Maggie feels that way about Negan, but Negan doesn't about Maggie. But I like the fact that Negan also feels the same way about Maggie. He doesn't like her at all. So it's kind of cool. You're forced to pick sides. I'm Team Negan on all of it, though I do understand Maggie's point of view. But if I had to pick a side, I'm going with Negan. We do see Eugene and Co., and they're still being interrogated by the Commonwealth. I think by the end of episode 2, they're going to go to the Commonwealth. As for, are we going to see it? That's a whole other debate. I don't know if we're going to see the Commonwealth. But from what we see here, Yumiko is more adamant in staying. I think she really wants to actually get through the processes here. She wants to learn more about that. And I do think that is probably going to be one of the things that come up in episode 2. She's going to bring up to the auditors there of the Commonwealth. She's going to say, I have a brother here. His name was Tommy. And I think at first they're going to be lying about a bunch of stuff. But the Commonwealth, they're going to see right through all of that. She's going to bring up that she has a brother Tommy here. And she wants to meet him. And so I think that's how she gets in. In episode 1, she mentions that she was a lawyer. There was all of that. And so like they know that. They asked her a lot of questions about like everything that she did. Just her whole backstory, her education, and just everything about being a lawyer. And she was kind of like, why do you want to go in depth on all of this stuff? But they really wanted to know everything. Like I said, they really interrogated them. They wanted to know how they wipe or what they wipe their ass with. Like, it was really crazy personal questions here. And so that's kind of where I see it going. I think we're going to see a little bit more of this interrogation stuff, but by the end, they're going to pass all of that and they are going to go to the Commonwealth. I don't know if we're going to see it at the end of episode 2. I think it would be really cool if we do. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think it would be cool if we saw it at the end of episode 2 and then we don't pick up with the Commonwealth again until like episode like 5 maybe, because say, there's a bunch of stuff going on for episodes 3 and 4 with the Reapers and Leah and all of that. I mean, man, I can't wait to see Leah. That's going to be really cool to actually have her as a part of the main story and not like a flashback. That's going to be really cool. We do see Daryl searching for Dog. So that's going to be his big story in episode 2. I don't know if he's going to reconvene with everyone. At some point he should, but definitely he's going out there looking for Dog. And this is the way I see episode 2 going. They are stuck in the train car. Daryl, I think for a while is going to be alone. And then at a certain point, he's going to end up on top of the surface with Negan and everyone else. Daryl's going to be there. They're going to encounter the Reapers. And then I think that fight's going to take place where Daryl finds Dog. Something's going to happen to Dog, like they're going to kidnap Dog or something, and I think around there is where things are going to go down. I think that's what the episode is going to be. But anyways, the trailer ends with Negan says, I did what needed to be done. And so at that point, they know what he did to Maggie, and like, oh man, I don't know how they handle it. Honestly, I don't know how they handle it. If they don't kill him, then they're kind of picking his side. Like, how do they handle a situation like that? He had the opportunity to save Maggie, and he just decided to not save her at all. Like, I really don't know what they're planning on doing there. I don't know how they're going to make it work where Negan and Maggie can just work together after that. I was so shocked to see that happen. I didn't think that was going to happen. And this is why I'm so happy that I get to watch the episode the second it comes out. I see no spoilers whatsoever, because I see moments like this and I'm completely shocked. It was such a fun time watching this show. I had such a fun time watching the show, and I really can't wait for episode 2. This episode looks to be really, really good. I mean, Daryl has no idea what Negan did to Maggie, so there's that. This trailer looks really exciting. It's part 2. And again, I will say in terms of the cliffhanger for episode 1 and the whole 2-parter thing, it does feel like we're missing half an episode. It's not really a bad thing, though. I would say, like, I do like where it ended, but I do think once we watch episode 2, everything's going to fit really well. We're going to be like, oh, okay, there you go. That makes the most sense. Like, that's how the episode was supposed to go. So definitely, I will be rewatching episodes 1 and 2 back to back, and I'll definitely have to, I'll do a video on that, I'm sure, at some point, just say, like, yeah, it works way better. The flow is a lot better. And I'll just watch them, yeah, like back to back. Maybe I'll do my own little edit here. Obviously, I can never post it anywhere, but just my own little edit of having them both together as one giant, like 1 hour and a half episode, because I think that'd be really cool. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Post all your thoughts down below on episode 1 and what your predictions are for episode 2. Make sure to be a subscriber if you want all my Walking Dead content like this. There's going to be so much stuff to talk about for the next week. I mean, I guess really for the remainder of the year now, right? We have non-stop Walking Dead content starting from now all the way until December. And so, yeah, I mean, this is going to be a really crazy ride. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to be a subscriber if you want more Walking Dead content like this. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.